Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Tristan Broaden here, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what I'd do if I had to start again with no previous experience, no knowledge, no skills, right? So in this video I'm going to show you the 10 steps that I'd do to take to create a profitable Shopify store, get it to a point where it's making consistent sales and scale it. So before I hop into my computer and show you the steps, I just want to quickly say that I created an Instagram account finally, so go ahead and give that a follow. But anyway, let's hop into my computer and I'll show you these 10 steps. Alright, so here's a little document that I made that goes over what I would do starting again from scratch. So if I had no knowledge, no previous experience, and I was creating my first Shopify store. So this is me creating the document in hindsight. So it's the stuff that I wish I knew before jumping into e-commerce. And like some of this stuff might be a little bit controversial. Some of it might be a bit boring, but it's the stuff that I wish I knew and it would have got me to profitability and be able to scale my e-commerce businesses a lot quicker. So I've outlined what you need to know in 10 steps here. So the first is a boring point, but it's really fucking important because people usually skip over this, right? If you run an e-commerce business or any business, you need to understand the metrics behind like how the business works, right? So I might make another video on how to understand these metrics, but these are the 5 key metrics that you need to understand in your e-commerce business. So revenue, which is sales, cost of goods, which are the unit costs of the product you're selling. Expenses are just expenses in the business. This could be like your Shopify apps, your recurring subscription, if you're paying VAs. You also got to know your break-even point. So this is the point at which anything above is profit and anything below this point is loss. And the net profit margin is the percentage of revenue remaining after all the expenses are paid. So I might do a whole nother video on this, but I recommend if you're a newbie, go and look up what these terms are because you'll be able to look at these metrics and determine whether you're profitable or not as your business is up and running. Alright, so the second point here is start off with a general dropshipping store, not a niche store. When I got started, I started with a niche store. I would have tested like over 50 products in that store. I got like a couple sales like here and there, but I was nowhere near profitable. And then what I did was I started testing just like random products on that store. Even though the niche store still had a niche URL domain, I suddenly got sales and became profitable because I wasn't confined to just testing products in a single niche. So don't choose a niche because you think it's cool or like because you heard it was like profitable. Just start a general store, test like as many products as you can in that general store. So another question I get is that people ask, oh, should I, like once I find like a winning product, should I go off and create like the store around that niche? My answer to this is generally no, right? So generally, if you have a winner, you should scale those winners in a general store, unless you have a massive winner that's like, you've scaled it past like $100,000 in revenue, then I might consider turning the store into a niche store. But at the same time, I wouldn't go ahead and open like a second niche store unless you have systems in place and like VAs to handle like new store creation. And that means you've got to pay for like 2 separate Shopify subscriptions and like it becomes a lot more complicated. So I recommend to just stay on the general dropshipping store until you've got a couple winners under your belt. So the third thing here is don't waste money on paid themes or paid apps until you're getting consistent sales. So remember when I started, I spent like $200 on a theme. I got all these like useless apps that I thought would like get me sales. I was in like the app store like every day, like trying to find like new paid apps that would get you sales. Like just stick with the basics at the start until you're getting consistent sales. So I recommend if you want to go with a free theme, the Brooklyn theme is probably the best for dropshipping. And then if you want to get a paid theme, I recommend getting Shoptimized. I still run Shoptimized on my dropshipping stores. It converts the highest out of any theme I've tested, dropshipping that is. And so down here, I remember when I wasn't getting sales at the start, and like I used to blame this on like my store. Like I used to like I went ahead and I bought like 2 other themes and tested like other themes, and I was like testing different colors and stuff. Like if you're not getting many sales, 99% of the time it's not because you have like a bad looking store or like the colors are wrong on your store or you've got a bad theme, right? It's always going to be about the product or about your ad creative. It's not going to be about like how your store looks like. So don't waste too much time getting obsessed over like the tiny details of your store. And then if you're drop shipping, I recommend at the start, go and get a Burlo because it's free. And then I recommend going to Dropify later once you're getting consistent sales because Dropify is a lot better. It has like better variant mapping. You can also get affiliate reward cashback scheme with Admitad. If you haven't signed up for that, go ahead. You get like 8% cashback on your purchases. So number 4, this is what I would have done, right? So like I used to always go on AliExpress and try and find like products myself. If I had my time over again, what I would have done is I would have immediately gone to myip.ms, made a list of big dropshipping stores, and then spider them every day with Commerce Inspector. So go to Google, type in myip MS Shopify, and then it will come up with a list of Shopify stores. I think it's like the top like a couple thousand Shopify stores in the world, but you usually want to go like past the 5th page, like maybe to like the 7, 8, 9 sort of pages around there. And then what you do is you want to find general dropshipping stores, right? So a good way to find it is just type in deal, so DEAL, and open up stores like Dealiciously. Ones with deals in them are usually general dropshipping stores. I mean, this isn't the only way to find general dropshipping stores. You can go through them manually and check which ones are general dropshipping stores. But this one here, so this is a general dropshipping store. If we go to use Commerce Inspector, you can see that they're constantly launching products here. And then I would go ahead and I would save Dealiciously to like an Excel file or like just a list that you have. And I would like check the products daily and look for patterns in what they're testing and see if you can test like similar, sometimes the same products. Same as this store here. I can obviously just see it's a general dropshipping store just from here as well. If we go to products, so they haven't tested that many products recently. So ideally you want to get stores that are testing products recently. So come back here. So yeah, I've said you want to find patterns in products that they're testing and test the same products and similar products of what these big stores are testing. All right, so this next point here is a bit controversial, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. Don't mess around with Instagram influencers when you're testing products. If you have a winning product and you want to diversify your traffic sources and use Instagram influencers to scale a winner, that's fine, but don't use it to test products, right? Like the easiest way to test products is by using Facebook ads, and that's what you should learn, right? So Facebook ads, Facebook actually has a free course. Not many people know about this, but go to facebook.com/blueprint and you can take a free course about Facebook ads. I recommend do that. I wish I did that at the start. When I got started, I had no idea about it. But anyway, coming back to influencers, I've seen like quite a lot of gurus say that you should use Instagram influencers. And like, yes, you can do it. Like you might get like a couple sales here and there, but like you don't really learn anything. Like you're better off to go and learn the Facebook ads platform because you can consistently scale and get consistent sales out of that traffic source. Whereas Instagram influencers are really hit and miss. Like you can have like a really good day with like lots of sales and the next day you'll have 0 sales. It's better just to learn the Facebook ads platform and scale your winners and test your products through Facebook ads. So the next one is learn how to edit and create videos. So I had to learn this myself, and I'm glad I did learn this myself when I started dropshipping, because using video ads is so much better than using like image ads right now, Facebook. If you use a video ad, it's going to cost you a lot less than running an image ad because the Facebook ads algorithm favors video. So I recommend that you go ahead and learn like how to use some type of video editor, like maybe iMovie if you're on a Mac. And there's paid tools as well, like Camtasia, which is what I use. I've actually got a whole video on how to edit dropshipping videos using Camtasia on my channel, so check that out. So another point here is to hire a VA ASAP to deal with customer service and fulfillment. So I regret not hiring a VA earlier. Like I tried to do everything myself, and like dealing with customer service is like quite negative as well. You just get a bunch of complaints and like people asking where my product is, and it makes you sort of like demotivated. Don't get in the habit of like replying to heaps of customer service emails. That should be the first thing you outsource. And then the next thing should be fulfillment, for someone to use Dropify or someone to send CSVs to the supplier or however you're fulfilling. But yeah, don't try to be a one-man band. Go on Upwork.com, search for like Shopify customer service or like e-commerce fulfillment, and you'll find plenty of overseas workers that are willing to work for really competitive rates, like anywhere between $5 to $10. If you get a customer service agent, I recommend hiring for about $5 an hour. If you get a video editor or someone with like a bit higher skills, then you can go up to like $6, $7, $8. So number 8 is when you find a winning product, don't stop testing. So I remember when I found my first winning product, it was like a godsend. Like I thought like God had come down and gifted me this product. And then like after like 3 or 4 weeks, it started to die down, and then it completely died down, and then I was back to like $0 because I wasn't testing products. while I was scaling that winner. So when the product went to zero, I had nothing to like back up on. So if you get a winner, don't just focus 100% completely on that one winning product. Go ahead and test other products while you're scaling that product, because at one point that winning product will die down. It's not going to last you like 2 or 3 years. So the number 9 is don't dabble in other business models. I remember when I was like starting to get into e-commerce, I was like experimenting with like doing client work and like doing like some consulting and stuff. But I wish, like going back, I wish I just focused all my efforts on e-commerce and just solely focused on that. I think I also tried like doing affiliate marketing and other stuff back then. Like if you're dabbling in all these businesses, it means you're allocating your time across these different businesses. And especially if you're not doing it full time and you have like a full-time job where you're working, you really need to like maximize the free time that you have and put all that free time into one business. So number 10, a bit of a shameless plug. So use my Product Winner Blueprint course to shortcut your success. You don't have to do this, but plenty of people have done it and have found heaps of success with it. If you want to see some of those successes, look at my Instagram, go to my stories, and you can see a bunch of results that people have gotten. All right, sweet. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Hope you got some value out of that. If you like this video, definitely drop a like. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you're notified when I release new videos. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of new videos soon, so stay tuned. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.